not that long ago, I made a video about a dog with a prey drive, and his trainer used aversive methods like shock collars. And I said, no, you shouldn't use those things. And people wrote, oh, you're wrong, you have no idea, you have to use it. Others were a bit more polite and asked me to show it myself. The problem is that I'm not a dog trainer. I'm not even saying that I'm a dog trainer. And also, I'm lazy. So I'm not gonna show you. I'm not gonna make that video. But there are other people that do make those videos, and let's review one of those that don't use aversive tools in order to get to exactly the same point, maybe even better.
You struggle with your dog's intense prey drive? Then this short tips video is for you.
By the way, if you're interested, she does have a longer video as well, where she goes into details. But as I said earlier, I'm lazy, so I'm not gonna do the entire thing. You're also probably gonna be a little bit bored if I do all of it.
For anyone that says a dog with prey drive needs corrections to change, I want to introduce you to my dog Nira. Her prey drive is so strong that I joke she even chases bunnies in her sleep.
And it might not actually be a joke. We don't really know what dogs are dreaming about, so there's a good chance that this is exactly what she's dreaming about. When you see your dog doing those little leg movements, usually it's kind of like the paws themselves that are jumping, or the hair is kind of like flicking a little bit, and they might even do this cute barking noise when they're fast asleep. That means that they're dreaming. Same as people.
She's a Corgi cattle dog mix, and I joke that as a puppy, her first name was Leave It because she tried to chase everything in sight. I'm going to tell you the 3 things that I did to turn its prey drive.
What was that animal? Is that a rabbit? Like, really hard to see. If you know, write it down in the comments below.
Nira looks calm and innocent until something moved. She tried to chase everything that moved, including garbage, bunnies, squirrels, my hair, and even her own tail.
Aw.
One of my favorite things to do is hike, so I knew that this had to be reined in or we wouldn't have fun on adventures together.
So a strong prey drive can be something that's really bad, but at the same time you can actually use it for the training itself. In some working dog competitions, they will even try to find those dogs with a crazy prey drive to use it. But I'm jumping ahead. At the end of the video, she will show how she actually uses that prey drive.
I follow leash laws on hikes in national parks, but I also love letting her
Important.
where possible because it does make her so happy.
Also important. I used to have a dog that ran like crazy. The problem was that she wasn't that good with stopping on time. And many times I would find myself on the ground because she would just run into the bottom of my legs. It's before I knew any animal behavior tricks and training methods and stuff like that. So sue me. I know that you can stop it if you want it.
So my legs are dying, but so happy.
Good.
However, for both the safety of the animals and
What is it?
for Nira, it wasn't okay if she was chasing everything in sight. Here are 3 tips if you have a dog that has strong prey drive like mine.
Okay, here we go.
Teach a strong leave it cue. Leave it means don't go after that thing that you're interested in, and when well trained, it can work on treats, steak, garbage.
Yeah. Leave it. Yes.
This is so important, and that's true. So many times people that go against reward-based training, they say that we basically allow the dog to do whatever the dog wants. No, here, this is how you teach the dog not to do specific things. By giving them an alternative, by teaching them that, yes, you might not do that and you might not be rewarded, self-rewarded by eating that specific treat or eating junk from the ground or running after a deer, but you're actually going to get something that is probably worth even more. We want to create a very good and consistent substitution. We want to substitute the behavior that we want the dog not to do.
Squirrels.
Yes.
And bunnies.
Here, leave it. Yeah.
I don't know if you can see, but there is a bunny at the top of the picture over here. and the dog was looking at the bunny, but she rewarded the dog for not chasing the bunny. Maybe let's see that again.
Yeah, leave it. Yes.
I'll link a tutorial video for how I train the cue in the caption below. Second, start training not chasing animals as the default behavior. Start at a distance far enough away from an animal and reward your dog for either not chasing it or, even better, for voluntarily looking away.
This is what we sometimes call engage-disengage game. Probably has many different names, but the idea or the goal is basically the same. We want to start by rewarding looking but not running towards whatever the prey is, and sometimes the fearful stimulus. So for example, we will use it for dogs who are afraid of strange people or strange dogs. We will keep them far away from whatever the trigger is. We'll reward them first for just looking but not exploding, not barking. So we will create this classical conditioning by just giving them a treat every time that they notice the trigger. And that's basically the engage. The next step, the disengage, means rewarding them because now they're expecting you to give them a treat every time they look at whatever the trigger is. And if you don't give them the treat, they're like, oh, why isn't he giving me or she is giving me a treat? And they kind of like look at you to see if the treat is coming. And when they look at you, then you reward them. So you basically now rewarding disengaging from the trigger or from the prey and looking at you. And that's operant conditioning. That's rewarding an alternative behavior. Oh, I didn't notice it. Please note her tail is tucked and she's scared because we were practicing with the coyote after she was attacked. I would say that if a dog is doing that, then maybe it's too close or too soon to the situation, and maybe they should do it with a longer distance. But the question is also what came after that. Again, you need to find a distance that is safe enough for the dog physically and emotionally, and also safe for you. You don't want a dog to all of a sudden pull you if he's on leash or just run away from you.
If you want a full tutorial video for how I progressively train this, let me know in the comments.
After one bit her, she wanted to chase them for a while. And that's fear aggression, right? She was showing fear and she became aggressive towards them, kind of like the best defense is offense. Also normal. Maybe not wanted, but normal behavior.
And lastly, give your dog a healthy outlet for their prey drive. It's important to recognize that your dog was bred to have prey drive, so it's important to let them express their natural behaviors if you want a happy dog.
Yes, and that's also very important because in the end, the reason we want them to be able to be off-leash is because we want them to express their normal behaviors. If I had a border collie, would I want it to run around goats just because maybe they were bred to herd different animals? I'm not completely certain. One, because I actually also care about the goats. And although when they're together, they do have some buffering of the anxiety in a way, because they kind of like support each other, I still think it's not completely fair nowadays for them, especially if you don't really need to hurt them. Also, there's always the risk that if a dog gets too close or too wild with them, they can get kicked and get injured. And there are other outlets that your dog can get. Yes, I love all animals, except for insects. I don't like insects. Oh, and birds that poop on my car. And the mice that poop in my house.
Nira's favorite thing in the world is chasing a frisbee, but another great option is to let your dog chase a flirt pole or even use training to harness prey drive as an activity that you do together.
And that's exactly what I said at the beginning. You can actually use their prey drive in order to train them for things like recall or even competition and other dog sports.
I'll link all three below. Happy training.
Yes, this is a really good alternative to the other video that I mentioned, and you can check it out after I finish saying what I want to say. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. If you liked it, like and subscribe. And of course, go to the original YouTube channel, Happy Hounds Dog Training, and also like and subscribe to her. And here, watch this video, learn what you shouldn't be doing.